afternoon, my beautiful people. Swt Sadie J coming back at you. I hope you guys can see me. I don't know if I need to raise this. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys I'm making some more roasted potatoes with beef hot dogs because the last time I made it, my family went gaga over it. So as you know, I moved to the same town as my mom lives in now, and first thing my sister said when I was leaving was that, Mom, you're going to be the recipient of all her good food. Poor baby. She's up in Raleigh and we're down here in Henderson. So I am getting ready to put some oil. You can use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, or you can just use regular cooking oil. I have them both, so it doesn't matter. The last time I made them with regular cooking oil because I couldn't find my, I had already packed up my extra virgin olive oil. I set the stove for 400, and I'm going to take the camera and see if I can show you guys. Hold on one moment. As you guys can see, I've got the oven set on 400. And I've got the seasonings of my choice. You can use whatever seasonings you like. Of course, I love my Lowry seasoned salt. I use a little bit of my accent. Of course, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasonings to give it that little green look. And I also just put a little bit of my Tony Zachary Creole seasoning because I like a little zing to it. But other than that, oh, a little salt. Yeah, as y'all can see, I put my seasonings here where I can reach them in my cabinet instead of putting them up there at the top where everybody else puts them. I'll put my dish towels and my washcloths up here because I don't need them as much. But my seasonings and my baking goods and stuff, I wanted them right here by my stove where I could reach them when I go to do my cooking. So, y'all know I got shoulder issues and stuff. So I'm going to come over here and go by the pantry and see what kind of oil we want to use. And because I used the regular cooking oil the last time, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the cooking oil again. So I have extra virgin olive oil here. And I also have 2 things of cooking oil. So let me move the breadcrumbs. Y'all, I found me some Kodiak cake powder protein pancake mix yesterday at Walmart. I was so excited because I thought you had to order away on Amazon to get those, but I was excited to find them. Okay, so I have some Great Value vegetable oil, and I also have some Crisco pure canola oil, which I'm going to use them both because we want them nice and moist so they don't dry out on us, and that's a lot of potatoes. And I always use the red ones because, first of all, you don't have to peel them. After you wash them really well, you just chop them up, or you can chop them up in as big a chunks as you want, you know. But depending on the size that you make them, a lot of people just make them in big chunks, but I like them like this because I add beef hot dogs to them. So I first will, let's say, I first boil my hot dogs on the stove, and these are the ones that I always use because these are the ones I love. And I use the Hebrew National bun length beef franks. So if I want to just eat a regular hot dog, I just have that. But I typically will chop these up and put them in some type of dish like my franks and beans. But I made them with these potatoes and they were awesome. I did put a picture on Instagram of the last batch that I made. So I'm going to attempt to make another batch and pray that they come out as well as the first batch came. So I'm going to pour some oil over these, put some seasonings in them, and mix them up really well. And then I'm going to spray I got my pizza pan because I feel like the potatoes they get to spread out better. And then I come over here and I get my Great Value cooking oil that I spray my pan with. And I also spray the potatoes with this on top of them. Like midway through, when they're halfway cooked, I bring them out of the oven, I stir them up, mix them all up, and then I give them a spray of this oil on top, and then I put them back in and let them continue cooking. So I'm going to turn the camera back around, and I'm going to get all this mixed up so I can get my weenies ready while the potatoes are in the oven cooking, and then halfway through of the potatoes being cooked, that's when I add the hot dogs, the cut up hot dogs in it. So hold on guys, let me turn this camera around. My camera went off again. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but I'm starting with a little bit of salt, and when I do the salt, because I have high blood pressure, I typically will put it in my hands and then sprinkle it around. But you know, when you have potatoes, you've got to have some salt. So anyway, moving right along. Next is the pepper. Pepper, pepper, pepper. I'm sorry, is my TV too loud, guys? I got this large TV. This is my third 50-inch TV I've gotten in this apartment since I've been here. And the other two fit on my TV stand perfectly, but the first one, the sound wasn't working, and the second one, the screen was cracked. So I gave up on that one, and I ordered one off of Walmart site. And I ordered it yesterday, and I got it today, and I was so excited, but I was a little concerned about those legs because it's a cheap TV. It's a Scepter. It's not an RCA or a Sanyo or a Vizio or anything like that. I'm doing seasoned salt, and this is my Lowry's. I put Lowry's on everything. Now I'm going to do the garlic and the onion salts. And anyway, the TV is definitely too wide for the stand that I bought from the secondhand store, so I had to kind of ignorate it. Y'all know what I mean? And I'm a little nervous about it because I don't know if that TV is going to fall or not. I'll turn the camera around and let y'all see it real quick. But I'm a little nervous about it. I just put the accent in there as well. Now I'm doing a little Tony Thatcheries. Give it a little zing. And then I think the only one left is my Italian seasoning. But I might add some more Italian seasoning now. I might add some more oil if I need to. If y'all hear anything in the background, that is my AC coming on. Okay, now I'm gonna mix these up, see if they have enough oil in them. As you can see, I'm shaking them around, but I will be getting in there with my hands in a minute because I like to really mix up my seasonings in there. And it looks like it has more than enough oil, so I may not even have to open my other one. But the seasoning is what you want all over these potatoes. You want them completely coated with those seasonings. You can see where the seasoning is starting to stick to them. So I love this recipe, and I'm going to add some more seasoning, starting with the Lowry's. And I love, love, love my garlic and onion seasoning. So those are definitely, this is the onion powder, great value. Don't feel like you have to pay a lot of money for that stuff. I was mad because I saw French fry seasoning at the Dollar Tree the other day, and I went to get it, and then I put it back. I don't even know why. But then I got home and I made French fries, and I was like, oh, I need my French fry seasoning. But sucks to be me sometimes. So that's the garlic powder, and I always put a little bit more of that in, and then a little bit more of the Italian seasoning because you like those herbs to really stick to those potatoes, and that's where the oil comes in. So we're gonna mix that up, mix it up, mix it up. I'm trying not to put my hands in here because I'm on camera, but normally, yeah, I get in there with my hands and make sure and massage that seasoning all the way in. And I got a sink full of soapy hot water because y'all know I clean as I go. So after I eat, I be lazy and I don't feel like coming back and cleaning up, and I hate when my kitchen is dirty. And now that I'm in my own abode, girl, whoo, I just love it, love it, love it. So I'm in here with both hands, and I'm really, really mixing it up. And I'm going to see, there's more than enough oil in here, so we want to just get the potatoes nice and coated, especially from around the side of the bowl. I'm sorry y'all can't see this right now, but everybody know how to make roasted potatoes. It's just like breakfast hash browns. We eat these potatoes for breakfast as hash browns, or hash browns, and you know, we just eat them all day long because you can eat them with your lunch, your dinner, but I specifically make them for dinner. So I've already had my breakfast, which was a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, my usual, and for lunch I'll probably have a protein shake, which I probably should be having right now. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 1:30 now, so I'm going to probably have a protein shake. Did I show you guys the one I finally settled on? Because I went through about 2 or 3. The first one, the Slim Fast, made me so sick. The Slim Fast made me so sick I could not take that. I had to take that back, and that was $19.99 a jug. Then the second one I bought was not a food supplement. It was not a meal replacement. So I found this one. That also was $19.99 at Walmart. So I went back and I found this one, which is total soy. And it is a weight loss shake. And it is a meal replacement. And it does not give you the shakes, the jitters, or anything like this. And I mix it with my frozen strawberries from my freezer that I keep in my freezer. And I got to get some mixed berries. But I put that in my little NutriBullet over there and make that for my, oops, got to spray my pan. And make that for my lunch or breakfast or meal replacement of whatever. I typically always try to have a dinner because I can't sleep if I'm hungry. So I only use that either for breakfast or for lunch. And typically lunch because I have at least 2 cups of coffee for breakfast and I usually be full. I don't want anything else to eat. So I got a little bit more oil in here than I wanted. So I might have to just drain this a little bit. But I'm going to show you guys how I can spread these potatoes out so that they'll cook, you know, evenly. And of course you're going to take them out. I'm going to put them in for 15 minutes and then I'm going to bring them out of the oven and stir them up with a spatula and mix them all up. And if I need, they look dry, I'll spray them. But with all this oil that I have in here, I don't think I'm going to need any spray, but we'll see. So let me get this in the sink, because it's a stay point when it comes to cleaning out. Alright, y'all have to excuse me. I'm a little on the loopy side. Let me see what I want on here. I like a nice color on these potatoes. Let me put my surface light on so you guys can see. I'm putting just a little bit more. I don't want to over season it or Lola's going to complain. Lola would be my mom. So I'm going to turn this around. Okay guys, I got all the hot dogs cut up and ready to go. And I still got 1 minute and 35 seconds on the first round of the potatoes cooking. I'm not sure. That doesn't really look like it's going to be enough. I might have to add the other 2 hot dogs in because I'm trying to make enough food for 2 people for 2 days. For at least 2 days, if not more. Because I don't know how long this storm is going to hoover over us or hit us or whatever. But just in case we lose power and we can't cook, you know, at least we'll have something that's already made. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 other hot dogs on and cook those as well and add them in later on. Okay, so I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, this is the first 15 minutes of the potatoes out the oven, and what I usually do is take a fork and just try to pierce them to see how much. 15 more minutes and they will be perfect. They will be good to go. And I put 2 more hot dogs, the other 2 hot dogs on, and now I'm going to take my spatula and flip. Whoops, sorry, I lost one. I'm going to get that back. You take the spatula and I'm mixing them all up, and turning them over so that they can cook on all sides. And I might, I don't know, I might go ahead and put them in a bigger pan because I think this pan is too small. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But you really want to make sure you turn all your taters. Y'all hear me? Turn all your taters so that they can cook properly. Ooh. And I'm going to go ahead and add these weenies. My beef hot dogs. I'm going to go ahead and add my beefy hot dogs. Let's see if I can do this with one hand because I really want to film this. And let's see, we got the spatula going under here. We're going to bring those over. Bring them in. Bring those over. Put them in. And those. Wow. Okay, so I think that we got them. Still trying to get up the last few. And I'm going to add those two that are boiling over there. I'm going to add those in later on when everything's almost done. So we'll get everything in together. Okay, so now we want to mix the hot dogs up. It's hard to watch what you're doing and looking through the camera at the same time. But we're going to learn how to do this. Because I love cooking videos. I love watching them and I love doing them. So I'm not an expert by any means at anything. I was taught by watching my mother most of the time and cooking for my son when I was a single mother. I learned how to cook the most when I became a mama. And I had to cook dinner for my baby. So, and then he grew up to be a big old gorilla and really eat me out of house and home. And I really had to learn how to cook. And cook in large quantities for 2 people, which is really just one. Because my son would, whatever I would cook that was specifically for dinner, my son would eat it as soon as it got done. Then he would eat it at night before he went to bed. And then he would get up in the morning and eat it for breakfast. And then by lunchtime, he'd eat it again. By the time I come home from work for dinner, that food was gone. And I mean, I was cooking the kind of food for 2 people that I used to cook for my whole family. My 5 siblings and my mother and father. And it was just one person eating all this food. I was like, oh my God. He was hungry. The doctor told me, because there was one time when he was a little boy, he wouldn't eat nothing. And I took him to the doctors because I was so afraid. And the doctor said, oh, you just wait. When he gets his appetite, he going to eat you out of house and home. So these 2 with the weenies in them feel like they need just a little spritz of some great value olive oil. So I'm going to just give them a light spritz just so they don't dry out on me. And then I'm going to chop up these hot dogs, these other 2 hot dogs real quick, and add them in. And then I'm going to put them back in the oven for another 15 minutes. And then they should be done. They should be nice and tender because they're almost there. So, okay guys, I'll be back. Okay, my beautiful people, Swt Sadie J coming back at you. I forgot to show you guys what I meant about my TV. This is the 3rd 50-inch TV I've had in this apartment since I moved here. And the other 2 fit on my stand perfectly. But this one, look at those daggone legs. This cardboard came in the box with it. And when I first took it out, I was like, ooh, this is a nice, thick piece of cardboard. I may do something with this. But, let me tell y'all. These legs hang over by, can you see this? How far these legs hang over? I had to put a little piece up in here to try to anchor it, you know, and I'm nervous as I don't know what, that this TV is going to fall over. But when my brother comes, I'm going to have him help me so that, see, I just touched it and it went off. I'm going to have him help me secure it better, and then I'm going to cover up that cardboard so it doesn't look so tacky. But this is what I'm dealing with. My third 50-inch TV in this apartment. The TV works, the sound works, but it's too big. And I don't know why. All the other TVs were 50-inch as well. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys. But I'm not going to get upset because I know my brother will come over and he'll help me. But until then, I have to be really, really careful because it scares me. I don't want it to go flying off that TV stand. I think it's okay. I think it's pretty secure right now, you know, but yeah, we'll work it out, and then I'll come back and show you guys later what I did to it. But I'm still waiting for the timer to go off on the potatoes and the weenies, and I'll come back and show you guys uno momento. But the place is coming together. It's looking pretty good. I don't know, like I said before, if I'm going to keep anything the way it is right now. But, you know, I'm just trying to get all these boxes out of the way so I can get my washer and dryer, because this is my washer and dryer closet. And I had, or my brother, he had this thing filled up to the rim with boxes. And I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, because I did take some of the stuff out of this box already. But yeah, so I'm down to these 5 boxes, and then I can order and get my washer and my dryer. So that'll be nice. Right now I'm going up to our community's washer and dryer, which is no big deal. I'd already done it once. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I bought some cheap end tables and stuff from Rose's because, like I said before, me helping family members out really caused me to run short with my finances, and I'm just not trying to spend all my money all at one time, you know, and I only get paid once a month, and that's a long time to go, you know, waiting for your money. So I'm just trying to be smart, and I want to be happy here, you know. I don't want to be living all, you know, nervous and stuff about paying my bills and stuff. So I'm not going to do that. I already have come to peace with myself that I'm going to get one big project every month. So this month I got, let me see if I can put some light on so y'all can see. I had my table and end tables in my cart on Walmart, and for the 3 pieces it was $165, and they were really, really nice. But like I said, because of helping my family members out, my sister and my son, I ran short, and I don't want to, you know, like I said, be in trouble. So I purchased these bookcase, 5-tier bookcase, 2 of those. This one I could only fit 4 tiers because of the counter right there wouldn't let me put the top tier on, which I was heartbroken because I wanted it to be uniform in the 2 corners. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Right. And so those bookcases were $19.99, $20 a piece. And this little cocktail table was $20, and then the 2 end tables were $10 each, so that's $80, and I bought it on Senior Citizen Day, which you get 10% off. There's no tools required except for a hammer to put the cocktail table and the end tables. Plus, they're small enough. I like them because they're small enough where they don't take up a lot of space in my living room. So basically where those 3 chairs are right now, that's where my sofa is going to go eventually when I get it. So I really like them. They are really nice, you know. Again, you can't expect much, but I like the fact that I didn't need any tools to put them together. It was real easy to assemble. And of course, I love, love, love my 5-tier bookcase because I have a lot of books, and I didn't want to throw away any of them. These 2 lamps are my antique lamps that I got from, what do you call it, the secondhand store. And I love these lamps, and I really needed a place to put them I hear the timer going off. And so I could put my Bose Wave radio up here on this one. And when I get everything situated and set up, then I'm going to, like you see, there's a table full of my little Madame Alexander dolls that I gotta get unpacked and put in my curio cabinet. But so far so good, right? I mean, it's not bad. It's coming together really, really nice. So anyway, let me see what these potatoes look like, guys. I'll be right back. Swt Sadie J coming back at you.